Now, this is the kind of match where you can really push the bounds of damage you can inflict. I'm not...
There, I played it. The Pat McAfee Show Pack is finally here. It's the most anticipated DLC of any 2K game, ladies and gentlemen. It's very false. We are living in a time where we are getting stars of Pat McAfee Show in the WWE 2K DLC, and I don't think that it is all that good. I played the DLC. I don't like it. I think Pat McAfee is fun. I like having Pat in the game. That is the only thing I enjoy about this entire pack. Do I think the pack is trash? Pretty much. I don't advocate for anybody to go out and willingly purchase this unless you are a diehard Pat McAfee fan or you love the Pat McAfee Show to the 10th degree. You might like it. There are some core problems I have with this just as a DLC and what is being given to players, like almost outside of the people that are like the DLC characters. And what I mean is, the first issue I have is that with the models, they don't look that good. I don't find the scans very good. Entrances, kind of a big problem to me. I think that they're boring. I think that it's very lazy that nobody got Trons. They don't have different graphics. They all have the Pat McAfee Trons, which I understand. In the context of what the DLC is, it's the Pat McAfee Show Pack. They've never been on WWE TV, like legitimately, like with an entrance and everything. So I understand they have nothing to pull from, but they didn't go out of their way to do anything creative, like give them a small Titantron package or use their name on the Titantron itself. None of that. It's just all recycled Pat McAfee's entire show entrance. And in my opinion, I think that's kind of lazy. Like I said, Pat McAfee is the only one in this entire pack that I personally have looked forward to playing as. I've said it for numerous years, from 2K22 until now, that it was important that we get Pat in the game. Felt like he should have been there last year, even the year prior, but we finally got him, and that's cool. And I think Pat's moves are fun in the game. I have done a couple of matches, and I like how he plays. I like his Canadian Destroyer. Pat's model is pretty good. The scan for Pat is pretty decent. I like the taunts that Pat has for it. It all kind of fits his whole shtick. The rest of them, I can't even name. I don't know their names. So Ty Schmidt, AJ Hawk, the other ones, they're whatever. I don't find them very fun. It's not something that I wanted to get in the DLC packs. I think it is kind of a waste of utilizing these slots. We could have actually had more NXT superstars. We could have had more legends. We could have had alt attires for existing wrestlers, alt models for existing wrestlers. Imagine if you got CM Punk 2011. That would have been kind of cool, or anything. It would have been cool if you got more moves thrown in there in move packs. It would have been cool if you got more creation parts made available in the game through DLC. Something different would have been fun. The other piece that they have added into the game for this DLC is going to be the football. This is a playable weapon that you can use in the game. Anybody can use it. The only one thing is that Pat has exclusive use of punting the football. That's it. You can assign it as a weapon in any given match if you want to. You can have a football weapons match if your heart desires, and you can go and just throw it. When you hold the football though, you can just do strikes, and then you can press the other button and you could throw the football. The football mechanics, the actual motion on it and how it works, I find it kind of glitchy. I don't really care for how it works. I don't care for having a football in my wrestling game as a playable weapon. I think it's dumb. I think it's a waste of time. So with the weapon though, with the football itself, throwing it is odd in that I can throw it directly at somebody and it might just die right at their feet, so I wasn't close enough. So the distance seems a little finicky, and then other times I could be outside of the ring and try to do a long pass and it kind of works. So I either have to be like inches in front of the person to hit them with the ball, or sometimes it works a little further away. And it stuns them momentarily, and that's all it does to them, nothing more. With the Pat McAfee Show Pack, like every other DLC, you also get all of the My Faction cards to go with it, with every single character. So you can do that in the game if you play My Faction at all. They have come out with another locker code, tying in with the release of the DLC, so you guys can get the Pat Summer Gift 24. That's PATSMMER Gift 24. This gives you Amethyst Extreme Series Drew McIntyre, 2 Deluxe Punches and Promos packs, and 3 times My Faction Wars tickets. This is glitched. I've gone through and redeemed this. This is glitched, 2K. So it's only redeeming 1 Punches and Promos card pack. 1. And if you go online, you'll see everybody online saying the exact same thing. So 2K actually owes players an additional pack to be just thrown out there, or do another locker code and give people three codes or something else. So that's glitched right now, and you can unlock that and you can go and play some more My Faction. On the topic of My Faction, there's upcoming events and there's existing events that are in there, so you guys can actually get your hands on some of these Persona models a little bit easier. So they got an Encore boss battle. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. No kidding, because it's just the rock. It's the same rock. But you can get the Persona card Roman Reigns. You can get that because this event is now coming back. So if you get the Sami Zayn card, then you're going to be able to do the event against The Rock, and then that will unlock you the Tribal Chief. They've also made more and more of the Persona cards available in the shop so that if you want to just go out and outright buy them, you totally can. The Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief one, that is the only one that I have personally gone out and purchased because I wanted to see what it was like just to actually have it. And it's okay. I played a little bit of Roman Reigns. I had him beat up and spear Pat McAfee a ton of times, and that was kind of fun. This is the problem though here, just speaking very briefly on the My Faction, the Persona cards, is that they are bringing events back, which is good because it gives people the other opportunity to be able to play this, but then they also just add them into the shop, in the card shop, so you can buy that, and then it's just, and the prices on them are atrocious anyway. So your best bet is to like just wait on all this stuff, and then if you want to get these Persona cards, wait to see if they update them in the card market, and then if they do the live events too, you just wait and redo the event, and maybe you get some good luck there. They're also doing a upcoming event, which is going to be Boston and Ty versus the Occupational Hazards. And to do this, you need both Boston Connor and Ty Schmidt cards, the Amethyst cards. And if you do this and you do this match, you're going to be rewarded with 40,000 My Faction points. That's a lot of points. So that is going to be a big event if you guys can get your hands on those cards, if you can utilize them. That is going to be a big reward if you do play My Faction. Now, with that football that they added in as a weapon for you to use, I don't think it's very good. Now you can see though, when you're going to select weapons in the match options, you can kind of see where the football lies is like on the last row there, and you got 2 more slots as it would look like. And it seems like with every DLC, 2K is giving us more weapons. We saw a bunch with the ECW Punk pack, we saw the megaphone, we saw now the football, and we have confirmation from Brian Williams. Shout out to Brian, he's a fantastic human being. But Brian Williams has confirmed in a recent interview that Carlito in the next DLC pack, his apple is going to be a playable weapon. That's weird, but it's kind of fun. It's arcadey and goofy, and I don't mind that because you know what? It fits in with the world of wrestling and with Carlito and his whole gimmick of using the apple. So presumably the apple will work like anything else, probably where Carlito will have a taunt motion, probably where he will eat the apple is my guess, or that they will do stuff where they'll be able to throw it. Hey, maybe even Doink the Clown will juggle it or something, but he'd probably be able to throw it like you throw a football now in the game. So they're doing more weapons, more odd items like this. These are good bonuses for the most part. Again, the football, I disagree with, but for all the other weapons, those are good, healthy bonuses to add in for weapons, for things to look forward to with the game, with all of the DLC that comes out. So they're going to confirm that they've given us the apple to go with us for the next DLC. I can't believe that that's a thing we talk about. And then there's going to be one more slot. The last DLC is coming out in November. It's really late. And that's going to be the WCW pack. Now that WCW pack, what do you think? What would be the final weapon if they gave us a final weapon into that pack? The Global Superstars pack comes out with Carlito, Jade, and everybody else, and then it's going to be that WCW pack. I can't imagine what they will add in there. Is it going to be something NWO related? I'm not too sure. It'd be cool. You know what would be cool if they did? Not a trash can lid. You know that you do the stop sign and all of that, but maybe not that stop sign. Maybe it'd be like a nitro sign and you can like whack a guy with it. And that Global Superstars pack that I mentioned is way more anticipated than the one that we just got today, because you are going to get Carlito, you are going to get Dragon Lee, Jade Cargill, Kairi Sane, Lyra Valkyria, Michelle McCool, and Nia Jax. Very highly anticipated because it's going to round out basically our full current roster of WWE, but it is unfortunate it's coming very late into the season. We're looking at late September for that one, and then you have the WCW one coming out in November, and then we're all the way over to 2K25. The other thing with this new Pat McAfee show pack, if you guys are already in the comments, you might have already written this out and said, hey, the DLC doesn't work. I can't download it. It's broken. Yes. It seems like a lot of players are already having issues with downloading this. I myself loaded it up on Xbox. I was able to do it, but I had to go in and manually download the DLC. It did not populate on its own. I had to go in to manage the add-ons of the game. Then I was able to go in and select see all. I could see all of the DLC for the game, and then I had to manually install the Pat McAfee Show pack in order for it to get to work. So that could be the same case if you're playing on PlayStation, or it's already populated by now. But I know a lot of people, when this thing just came out, were having a lot of issues. They couldn't see the DLC, or it was telling them to pay for it when they already paid for it. Try to restart your console, try to sign out of your account, sign back in, and then try to manually go in and see if you can download it, because that was the issue that a lot of players are having right now. So a couple of bugs, not a good pack. Do I recommend this? No. If you're a hardcore Pat McAfee fan, great. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that Pat McAfee himself is in the 2K game because it makes sense. Add him to my roster, playable. He's had some fun matches, and I'm glad that I can get him in there and I can hit him with a spear with Roman Reigns. The other thing you will find within this DLC is going to be all the extra moves. So there's about 20 new moves that are going to be in there. I guess one of the benefits we got with this DLC is that, well, all of these Pat McAfee Show friends, they all have specific moves, finishers, etc. Ospreay's Hidden Blade is in there. You have the coffin drop. Well, now it's all in there. If you go under the moves, go to finishers, you can go over and toggle to the new ones, and you can see all the ones that are tagged with the DLC little icon there, and then you can go and assign all of these brand new moves if you want to do that. That is pretty cool. Some of these new moves do look really good, and I like when they add in extra moves like we get with most and all of the DLCs, but again, it's just not a really great value. I'm glad that people that have had amazing creations of Darby Allin and Will Ospreay, I'm glad that we finally get their official finishing moves in there. That's going to help for your universe mode and your whole roster. Do I recommend this pack though? Nah. I think you should skip it, and let's wait for the next DLC to come out, because that would probably be a little bit more fun. Now I'm going to go and play 2K24 and probably not play this DLC. But do yourself a favor and just go have some fun today and enjoy yourself. Have a great day. See ya.